Breakfast. I don't eat breakfast as often as I should. I like breakfast. I'm more likely actually to have breakfast for dinner than I am for breakfast. And actually today it's about noon and I'm just getting up and, I've been up for a couple hours, but I'm starting to get hungry. So last night I had steak and potatoes and I had some leftover steak. So this morning I've been thinking about making steak and potatoes. You know, it's a good use of leftover steak. So I don't know that I'd get up and fire up the grill and do all that and cook a steak to have with my eggs in the morning or even fry a steak. But, this is a good use. It's a good chance to have steak and eggs. And I think everybody, if you've never had it, at least you've heard that, that's a prize meal, steak and eggs. So we've got the eggs, we've got some garlic, we've got some onion powder, some salt, some pepper, a little paprika, and there we've got the steak from last night, and we've got the potato from last night. Actually, that's a baked potato. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to make all this in one pan. Start out with the potato. It's going to take the longest. I'll mix up the eggs. I'm going to make scrambled eggs, but I like to put a little additives into my scrambled eggs. So I'll show you how to do that, and we'll get to cooking. All right, what we're going to do here, we're going to start with, let's see about 3 eggs, see what that does. Let's have 4 eggs. Scrambled eggs. You know, if they were sunny side or over easy, probably couldn't eat 4 of them with all this. But for some reason, when you scramble them, they seem like they don't go as far. They don't fill you up as much. So, all right. So we got 4 eggs in there. We're gonna stir them up. Get a good mix on those. And then we're going to add a little garlic powder. Do it from this way, y'all see. I like garlic. Here again, you like garlic, add a lot. You don't like garlic, don't add so much. Onion powder. You could cut up onion and garlic if you wanted. I'm just not so inclined this morning to do that. So put a little onion powder in there. I like to put a little grated cheese. Don't want to get too much in there. It gets grainy if you do. Of course, I like to use sea salt, so some salt, a little pepper, being Hungarian, a little Hungarian paprika, and of course some hot sauce. There you go. 2 other things. We're going to put a little bit of milk in there. The milk just makes it a little fluffier, a little creamier. So put a little milk in there, and then we're going to go ahead and mix this up first. So go ahead and get that a good stir on there. Now, I don't make omelets. Meg knows how to cook omelets. She's the expert at that. I've not mastered that process yet, so I'm having scrambled eggs. And we'll add a little shredded cheese to that. This is some mozzarella, some provolone. So with that steak, with the potatoes, it's going to be kind of like a steak and cheese kind of a thing, and then some potatoes on the side. So there you go. That's what we're going to use for our scrambled eggs. Like I said, I'm trying to do all this in one pan. I do dishes around here, so the more I can consolidate, the less loads of dishes I have to do, the happier I am. So what I'm doing here is I've let some butter melt in the pan, bring the temperature up. These potatoes are going to take the longest, so we're going to put them in first, get them started. We're just going to chop them up best we can. Kind of like fried potatoes. Now these have butter and sour cream and cheese on them from last night, so you know, they're going to have a little bit of flavoring, salt and pepper, so they're really ready to go. I guess you could add some more salt and pepper to them if that's what you wanted to do, if that's, you know, if you were so inclined. But I'm going to let these fry. It's going to take a few minutes, so we'll take these on the fryer here for a little while longer, and then I'll bring back when I'll get back to you when I get the meat ready to go in. All right, these potatoes are coming along pretty nicely, so we got those. We'll slide those aside. All I've done is added a little steak sauce to the steak from last night, as you can see. Pretty good looking ribeye. You know, you end up with sirloin a lot of times because you can buy sirloin, you know, so much cheaper than you can buy the other steaks, and it's a good steak too. So, you know, next time you go to the store, buy a little extra sirloin, and so you'll have some left over for next morning. You have steak and eggs. Eat like a king. Eat like Scotty D. So we're going to add that steak to the pan, that same pan right there. Just kick it around. We just want to get that meat warm. We're not trying to cook it or anything. Obviously, it's already cooked, but look at those potatoes. They got a nice little browning on the other side. Oh, yeah, I think those are going to turn out real nice. Let's turn that heat back to medium. That steak sauce probably got a little sugar in it, so getting a little caramelization on that meat. That's looking real nice too. Well, that's going to be a good breakfast. What do y'all think? And that's all you're going to do is just finish frying it. Like I said, these potatoes are getting real nice and brown. They're getting done, so that's going to give me a real nice hash brown effect over there, and then the steak, and then of course we got these eggs that are coming on right after this. Let me finish frying this up, and I get ready to cook up the eggs. I'll bring it back. This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs. Anyways, that's butter. That's butter on a hot skillet is what that really is. And probably let that cool down. Just cool down just a little bit more. I add just a little butter, a little more butter to it before we add the eggs. And we've got these scrambled eggs we made here just a minute ago. Go ahead and pour those in there. And they're scrambled eggs, so you know, you just want to get them. I don't like any runny stuff in mine, so I cook the heck out of them. But I'll let them cook like this for a few minutes and get a nice skim up underneath, and then you just scrape it loose and go to cooking. Alright, as you can see, these eggs are coming along. They're starting to get done. They're dried out. You get a little bit of moisture you see in them, stringiness, because we put that cheese in it. So you don't want to get them dried out or rubbery, so you don't want to cook them too far. But there you go. Once you get them cooked up, turn off the heat. Plate it. Right, there you go. Steak and eggs and potatoes. You can't beat that. Now, I like ketchup on so much stuff, it's not funny, but what I'm going to do with these potatoes, I think will be really tasty, is I'm going to put some taco sauce on it. And actually, I didn't realize, I thought I had chunky here, but that'll be alright. That'll taste good. So there you go. Add a little salsa if you've got the chunky style. It's a little bit better. It's got the peppers and the onions, big chunks of it, so that tastes good. And of course, if you wanted to add that stuff to the potatoes, you could. Same way with the eggs. Add what you like to the eggs. That's what I like with the eggs. And so there you go. Leftover steak and potatoes is going to be a heck of a day if it keeps going this way. Folks, I appreciate it. You don't have to be a king to eat like one, and I prove it. And as always, I wish I could share it with you, but since I can't, I'll eat it all myself. Thank you.